different types of songs require different types of vocals, different types of singing. So what do I mean by that? Well, for Songtember, for example, you don't want to sing a rock and roll song in a classical style unless you're singing classical rock, I guess, but you wouldn't sing a classical song in a jazz style and you wouldn't sing a jazz song in a classical style, for example. So does that mean that because my voice is a certain type of voice in a certain way that I can only sing one style or genre? Stick around. Hi, I'm Keonra, and welcome to Songtember and welcome to Keonra Music. I had a request by certain royalty that I do another Sing Better video for Songtember to learn more about singing. I did another Sing Better video regarding how to breathe, and I think that is the absolute foundation in all of singing. To sing better, you need to be able to use the diaphragmatic muscle and breathe better in order to get the sound produced and out. Makes sense. So if we get the diaphragm working and we get to push the air out so it's not too breathy, we don't strain our voice or hurt our voice, that's great. But what about the sound that comes out? We can actually move and change things in our basically jaw and mouth area in order to create different sounds. So I'll give you a few examples, and because of copyright strikes, I'll use my Songtember song. Yes, I have come up with a little bit of a lyric and a melody here. So it goes like this. I am grateful for the flowers and the trees, even though it makes me sneeze, I'm grateful. Now that may not be the final version, who knows, but it's kind of cool and weird already. I like it. So we'll see what happens there, but I'll use that as the example throughout this video. Now that style of song, I've got an idea of how I want to produce that, what instruments I want to use and what type of song it's going to be. It's going to be an upbeat, just a pop sort of rock sort of, not so much rock, but a pop song, I guess, something like that. A happy sort of tune. It wouldn't work well if I sang it like this. Not as much. It'd still work, but it would seem out of place. I am grateful for the flowers on the trees and you know, I've forgotten the lines already. It was just too much hard work. Even though it makes me sneeze, I am grateful. Singing operatic style just doesn't work. Jazz, there we go. I am grateful for the flowers and the trees and the hair and sneeze, I'm grateful. There's a lot of slides with jazz. Musical theatre. All right. So that's all about telling the story and spitting the consonants out. I am grateful for the flowers and the trees and the bees' knees. I'm grateful. See, I don't even know my own song yet. Early days, early days. So you can hear there's a difference. What you need to do, if you want to sing a certain style, listen. A lot of learning to sing is all about listening. Listen to different songs of that genre. Hear what other singers do. Hear how they convey that style. See if you can try and emulate that in your own singing. Whether it's going to be more classical for my favourite type, which is classical rock, and sing, I'm grateful for the flowers and the trees, and a more classical style, or whether it's a musical theatre sort of style, I am grateful for the flowers and the trees. It's all about placement of the sound as it's coming out of your mouth. So think about the soft palate and hard palate. And if you don't quite understand what they are, I will be talking about those more in upcoming videos. But it's basically the roof of your mouth. Part of it can move and part of it is hard. So the soft palate can move up. And that's what gives you the ability to sing higher notes. What you do and where you place the tones as the air movement is coming out of your mouth, as those sounds are coming past your vocal cords and up into your mouth, what you do with your mouth itself creates the tone or the style of voice that you're producing. What you want to do is practice. I've said it before, haven't I? That P word again. Practice, practice, practice. And look, if you have seen my other videos, then you've already subscribed, haven't you? If you haven't, then give it a like and the clicky bits, the bell. Because I have got some more videos coming up about singing. Even not only because royalty has requested it, Your Highness, but because I think it's great to be able to sing your own songs and collaborate with others, and a whole range of people singing together is just an amazing thing. Experiment, practice, moving the sound backwards and forwards. So one of the exercises that I do is just singing to la and feeling where the air is moving in my mouth. So going from the back here, which can hurt, so be careful. You don't want the sound coming back from here too much. Ah, and move it forward. Ah. It's not easy to do. Try a really high note and lift that soft palate right the roof of your mouth. I will be going into details into future videos. It's going to make some weird noises, but you'll be able to feel internally what's going on and be able to hear what works for you. I hope that makes sense. Comment below, let me know what your favourite style or genre is, and also let me know what other tips and tricks you'd like to know about singing. So give it a practice, give it a try, see how you go. And if you haven't seen my video on how to breathe better with Santa, because Santa is good with breathing and singing, then, look at the video. It's just here. You can just click and the clicky down the like, subscribe, go on and enjoy Songtember stuff.